Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome, is remembered as one of history's greatest practitioners of Stoic philosophy. His personal writings, collected in Meditations, reveal a mind constantly working to maintain calm and clarity in the midst of immense responsibility, political intrigue, and personal loss. While he lived almost 2,000 years ago, his approach to life offers a remarkably practical blueprint for handling anxiety today. Here's how Marcus Aurelius might counsel us to face anxiety, and why his advice still works. 1. Accept what you cannot control. One of the cornerstones of Stoicism is recognizing the limits of our power. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Anxiety often stems from trying to control outcomes that are beyond us: how others think of us, whether the economy will dip, whether life will go exactly as we hope. Marcus would remind us to focus on what lies within our direct influence: our actions, choices, and attitudes. He would urge us to stop wasting energy wrestling with what we can't control. For example, if a work deadline looms, we can't guarantee the result will please everyone, but we can approach the task with diligence, skill, and integrity. The rest is not ours to own. 2. View problems through the lens of nature. Marcus frequently reflected on the laws of nature and the cycles of life. He observed that challenges, setbacks, and even misfortunes are simply part of the human experience. By seeing life's difficulties as natural rather than abnormal, we remove some of their sting. If anxiety whispers, "This shouldn't be happening to me," Marcus would counter, "Why shouldn't it? These things happen to everyone, and you are not exempt from the order of the world." Instead of resisting life's difficulties, he would encourage us to see them as inevitable seasons, like winter storms or summer heat, and to prepare ourselves to face them with calm acceptance. 3. Break problems into manageable parts. Anxiety thrives when we see a problem as one massive, unsolvable whole. Marcus knew the mind works better when tasks are broken down. In Meditations, he often approached challenges step by step, reminding himself to deal with this moment's duty, and then the next, without being overwhelmed by the whole picture. For instance, if you are anxious about a big presentation, don't fixate on the final outcome. Instead, focus on preparing the opening section today, the middle part tomorrow, and practicing delivery the next day. Marcus's wisdom is simple: you cannot swallow life in one bite, take it piece by piece. 4. Use perspective to shrink anxiety. Marcus often reflected on the vastness of time and the smallness of human worries. He would contemplate the fact that in 100 years, none of today's problems will matter, and that even the greatest empires eventually fade. This isn't meant to make life seem meaningless, but to free us from the tyranny of overthinking. When we zoom out and see our troubles in the context of history, they lose some of their grip. The email you're dreading to send, the awkward conversation, the career setback, all are temporary ripples in an ocean that stretches far beyond you. 5. Practice voluntary discomfort. Marcus Aurelius lived in luxury as emperor, but he was a Stoic first. He trained himself to endure hardship so that when real difficulties came, they didn't overwhelm him. This practice, what the Stoics called premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, involves mentally preparing for adversity and occasionally exposing oneself to minor discomforts. If Marcus felt anxiety about losing comfort, wealth, or status, he would imagine life without them and see that he could still survive and act virtuously. For us, this could mean occasionally doing without certain luxuries, practicing living on a smaller budget, or facing small challenges deliberately so that we develop resilience. 6. Anchor yourself in the present moment. Marcus repeatedly urged himself to live in the present. Confine yourself to the present. Anxiety often pulls us into an imagined future filled with threats that may never happen. By returning to the here and now, we cut off that spiral. Marcus would likely suggest a mental discipline. Whenever your mind wanders to what ifs, pull it back to what is. If you're sitting in a chair, feel the weight of your body. If you're walking, notice your steps. This presence doesn't solve the future's problems, but it allows you to live the only moment you truly have. 7. Remember that you are stronger than you think. The Stoics believed humans are equipped with an inner fortress, our reason, courage, and moral character, that can withstand life's storms. Marcus constantly reminded himself that he already had the strength to meet any challenge life threw at him. When anxiety strikes, Marcus wouldn't say, "I can't handle this." He would say, "I was born to handle this." He would urge us to remember our track record. Every hardship we've survived proves our capacity to endure the next one. 8. Live according to your principles. Anxiety can come from feeling unmoored or unsure of what's right. Marcus believed that living in alignment with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance creates inner peace. When you act in harmony with your values, external chaos loses its power over you. If you face a decision that stirs anxiety, Marcus would ask, what is the virtuous choice here? By focusing on what is right rather than what is easy or popular, you anchor yourself in moral clarity, which is far more stable than public opinion or fleeting success. Final thought. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, wars, betrayal, and the pressures of ruling the most powerful empire on earth, yet he wrote words that still soothe restless minds centuries later. His method for handling anxiety wasn't about eliminating it entirely, but about meeting it with reason, perspective, and acceptance. If we could sit with Marcus today, he might tell us, anxiety will come. It is part of life. But you are stronger than you think, and the world is less terrifying than it seems when faced with a steady mind. Control what you can, let go of the rest, and live this moment well, because this moment is all you truly have.